Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So I recently posted a community poll wondering what special you guys wanted to see for 200 subscribers. Realistic roleplay won, same with the 100. But, I kind of also felt like showing you guys my favorite Roblox horse games, and that was pretty close there in the voting. So today I'm showing you my top 3 favorite Roblox horse games. I'd like to say this isn't in order. These games are all amazing, and I'm not trying to compare them because they're all very different in their own ways, same overall theme though. So let's get into it. We're starting off strong with Wild Heart Stables. This game is basically the definition of an oldie but a goodie. It's been around for quite a while. I played this when I was very young and just learned what an iPad was. I wasn't an iPad kid, I swear. Wild Heart Stables is a pretty big game. There's a giant map, which I have very much enjoyed running around on, and a ton of horses. My favorites are definitely Atticus, Rosie, and Coyote. I love those horses. I like roans, okay? Sue me. It's a really chill game. There's really nothing else to do besides run around with the horses and do backflips because you missed a jump. Love that feature. Love that all horse games have it. Perfect. Amazing. So realistic. The map has, I believe, 4 arenas, 2 flatwork arenas, and 2 jumping arenas. Wait, no. There's 3 jumping arenas. Correction. There's 5 total arenas. A amazing cross-country course, which is very long, and I like that all of the jumps are sort of set up in pairs of 3, so you can do the small, medium, and large versions of all the cross-country jumps. And also a very nice little trail you can ride your horses on. I was trying to take aesthetic footage, and I kept crashing into trees, but whatever. The horses' gaits are pretty simplistic, but I personally think they're cute. There is a pretty big variety in the kinds of horses here. Some are pretty small, so I guess they're supposed to be ponies maybe, and others, like lovely Miss Rosie here, are quite tall. There is one slight thing about the game that I wouldn't really consider it a problem. It's just a thing. The pee-off that the horses are supposed to have isn't functional, and considering that Wild Heart Stables V2 exists and that seems to be their main priority right now, I really doubt that it's ever going to be added/fixed. To put it simply, I really enjoy Wild Heart Stables. It's a great game to just wind down to, and if you haven't already, I'm pretty sure that if you guys enjoy Roblox horse games, you've definitely at least heard of Wild Heart Stables. But if you haven't, I would definitely recommend giving it a look, because, it's just a really fun game. This next game is a lot less well-known, but I enjoy it just as much as Wild Heart Stables. This is Oakwood Equestrian. It has a much smaller map in comparison to most other games, but I like it. It's pretty cozy and a very chill game. There are a total of 11 horses in the game. There technically are 15, but there are 4 that you can't ride. And I guess if you want to count a random testing horse that's out in the middle of nowhere for testing purposes, as I said, then I guess there would technically be 16, but I'm just going to say there's 11. Outside the pasture and outside of Pablo's stall, there are signs that just have some special information regarding 2 of the horses. Outside the pasture, it mentions that Ghost is nervous in a stall and is on 24/7 turnout, and Pablo shouldn't be jumped. This is for roleplay purposes, and you can jump Pablo if you want. It's not gonna cause anything bad to happen in the game. But, just try to be respectful of people's roleplays. If you want to jump Pablo, I'd say probably just get on a private server. They're free. But yeah, just try to respect other people's roleplays. We're all just trying to have fun. There are a total of 5 arenas in the game. 2 flatwork arenas, one of which is an indoor arena, a polework arena, and 2 jumping arenas. There's also a private barn behind the main barn. You just have to climb over all of these cliffs, and that's how you get to the second flatwork arena. In the private barn are where the aforementioned 4 horses you can't ride are. And I don't mean that in the sense like you're not supposed to ride them. I mean, you literally will be kicked off the horse. You can't even like move the horse around. Well, actually, you can ride one of the horses, Jet, but you can't ride the others. The horse gates are, again, pretty simple, but very cute, and I am definitely very biased on my favorite horse. It is definitely Twisty. She's adorable. The game is currently undergoing an update, and it is theorized that all of the horses might be removed and we get a full refresh of the horses. But the maker of the game could have also meant that by refresh, they're just redoing the models and adding some more horses. Personally, my favorite part of the game is probably the cross-country course. I also really like that it ends with a pond and that there's ducks in the pond. There's also an eagle that flies around, which is awesome. The game pretty much has something for everyone, and if you're not interested in what I've told you about so far, may I interest you in some random floating objects? I'm sure that this next game needs no introduction, but I'm gonna do it anyway, cause whatever. This, of course, is Strideway. It's a fairly new horse game to Roblox, and it is absolutely amazing. I mean, I think you can just tell from looking at the horses, this game is awesome. And it's really hard to believe that it's on Roblox. But here we are with this awesome game, so I accept it. To start with the obvious main awesome feature of the game, the horses are absolutely stunning. I mean, the models are amazing, and you really can't even compare it to other horse games. Another detail, which is amazing, just the map. It's super detailed. It's absolutely amazing. There's so many things all over the place. Tons of arenas, all with their own setups, except for two. The dressage arena only has the dressage in it, and the flatwork arena doesn't have anything in it. The game also has a ton of customization options, from the bridles to the saddles to everything in between. And this game, what sets it apart from a lot of other games, you can have Western tack and racing tack, which is awesome. Most games usually only have at the most English saddles and dressage saddles. And along with everything else, there's a giant beach area you can ride around, an entire town, a racetrack, and just to end it all off, a gigantic cross-country course, and just a ton of very aesthetic fields where you can take photos in. This game is also updated consistently, which it sounds way too perfect, but here we are. Currently, the game does cost Robux to play. It is 400 when I bought it. It is said to eventually be made free, but it was supposed to be made free a while ago and it hasn't been yet, so we're just waiting it out. Eventually, I would like to post some Strideway realistic roleplays, so if you guys would be interested in that, just let me know. So, yeah, much like all these other games, I adore Strideway. It's an awesome game, and giant. I love all of these games a ton, of course. That's why they're in this video. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you haven't checked out these games, I would definitely highly recommend them. They are all fantastic. You have my word. They're great. So if you want to stay and watch this aesthetic footage of all my Strideway horses and a little bit of info on them, that's okay. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please do consider subscribing, and have a great day. Bye!